Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and I'm surprised my mom hasn't come home yet. Turns out my sister's got the flu, so she's not gonna have the kids probably this weekend, which sucks, but I'm off tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, and then I have Sunday off, and then apparently next week I have again Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, and then if the schedule's right, Saturday and Sunday too. I'm like, what the? I know she's cutting my hours were gonna go down because I'm not full time anymore. I'm part time. Long story on that, but I was not expecting that. So yeah. I kind of have a something, I guess, serious to talk about is that I think I've got some form of anxiety. And you're probably wondering, wait, why do I have that? I've never shown any kind of, I've never shown it on camera. And to be completely honest, it's never really only shown itself in the past. I think maybe a handful of times because, well, to be completely honest, I only remember one specific time because my memory from my childhood is very, very bad. I mean, not bad as in something bad happened. I mean, bad as in I can't remember anything. And I don't know why. Anyway, I think that coupled with my shyness, that was not a very good combination. I was normally a shy kid, kept to myself, and one day I was at school. I got into class late. I don't remember what the reason was. And we were doing a group project thingy where the teacher told me to go and pick a group and work with them. I couldn't do it. I guess I got so anxious, coupled with the shyness of having to possibly talk to people, that I just crouched by the teacher's desk and cried. I couldn't do it. I think the teacher picked a group for me, I guess. Anyway, that's the only time I remember that ever showed up. Because even if I was painfully shy, I still would have at least tried to talk to them. I assume. Because I could talk to people. I had friends in high school. A small group of friends that I wasn't really in class with a whole lot, so I normally kept to myself, but I did have friends. So it wasn't like I couldn't talk to people. I think it's just it was coupled with the shyness and the thought of the person who I was talking to asking about the group thing saying no, that it got to me. It built up where it did make me anxious to where it made me cry. And the reason that, actually this is, I had recently thought about all this and realized that I do kind of have a little bit of anxiety. I don't know if it's an anxiety disorder or anything. I actually need to go talk to a doctor about that. But it's more shown up at work. And the reason for that is simple. It's never shown up in work before because if I'm thinking this right, whenever I would go to work before my manager at now started working there, I didn't have any problem when it came to performance. Like, they'd give me something to do, like, work on a grocery rotator, for example, and I'd work on it, and if I didn't get it done, they didn't mention it. They didn't get mad at me about it. I didn't get in trouble for it. And now that my manager is now in charge, she has very high expectations of me, and every single day that I go in, and she's there, and she's going to be giving me what I'm supposed to do that night. I get so anxious, especially if I work the previous day, that did I do enough for her to be satisfied? Did I do good? And if I didn't, that makes my anxiety go up, and every single time that we've had to talk in her office about, performance, it's made me cry. Even though that shouldn't make somebody cry. I think that's my anxiety building up. And that's not good. And every time I do work, I worry. Am I going to get this done in time? Am I going to be able to get enough done to satisfy her? And if I am able to, if I'm like, I can get all the rotainers or whatever done and she's happy, I worry, am I going to be able to do the same thing the next time I work? Or am I going to end up falling short and disappointing her again? And it's a never-ending cycle. And I'm actually going to talk to her about this today when I go to work, because I just realized it today while I was in the shower. I was thinking about it. And I think I do have some form of anxiety, whether it's an anxiety disorder or just being anxiety in general. And it never shows up anywhere else except work, really. Because that's the only thing I really have to worry about. I don't have to worry about it at home because, well, the main reason I really have to worry about it is because my job is on the line. I could get fired for write-ups based on performance. And that makes it worse. That makes my anxiety worse because I worry, am I going to be able to do well enough? And I hate it. I hate how this is making me feel because it makes me dread going into work. I never had to worry about this before. I've even talked to my coworkers being anxious about, is this going to be enough? Am I going to be able to get all this done? Especially if, I'm on the register, for example. Even my coworker said, well, we can only get done what we can get done. And I'm like, well, yeah, but that still isn't going to be enough for my boss. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do to fix it. Because she says it's a time management thing. No, it's not really technically a time management thing. She has high expectations of me, and I'm always worried I can never meet them. And this could cost me my job. Because I've already gotten one. Oh, technically, if I want to get technical, I've gotten 2 write-ups. One for an issue with the customer, if I'm a stupid penny item, and the other recently for a performance-based one. I don't know if that technically counts as a write-up. She had me sign it. I don't know. But I want to talk to her about this, but I'm worried I'm gonna start doing this. But yeah, I've got a bit of anxiety. Great, it's starting to come out now. I don't know what to do, guys. If any of you guys have this kind of issue, please give me your tips. I'm gonna need them.